Hey guys, so I have a quick update for you console players, and I think it's a pretty big one and one that I wanted to talk about, mostly because I don't spend too much time talking about console as much because I play TERA on the PC, but it is something that I thought was pretty important and that I should probably talk about because when this happened on the PC, there was a little bit of confusion, and some of it was kind of a little weird and frustrating. And if you don't know what is happening, then it can be kind of uh, difficult to understand when it actually finally does happen. But um, I wanted to go through this week in Terra for you guys for the console because it's mostly about the server merges. So on Tuesday, May the 20th, they're going to be merging servers by platform. They have server merge support page on the website that you can check out to get all the full details on it. But there is a little checklist that they have made to ensure that you don't get caught off guard. So you want to log in this week and you can claim 6 character slots. It's very important that you use these slots on the server where you have the highest number of characters. So the current limit right now on character slots is 19, and your account on the merge server will have slots equal to the server that you had the most slots on before the merge. Players on platforms will not be affected by the merge. Players on platforms not affected by the merge will not receive additional slots. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna try to explain this. So if you have 10 slots on one server and 6 on another, they're going to merge those. So I believe that means you're going to have the higher number. So if you have 10 slots on your highest server right now and 6 on the other one, that means you have 6 characters and 10 on the highest one. When they merge the servers together, they're going to give you that 10, not the 6. So you're going to want to use those additional character slots on the server that you have the most characters on. So that way when they merge them all together, you won't lose any of your characters. So you'll have a total of 16 slots instead of 10, if that makes sense. So you want to start the game with each of your characters, okay? So there could be a possibility that a lot of characters, when they merge the servers, will have the same name. So they're going to give the priority of these names to the most active accounts and the longest playtime. So if you have played on a character named, I don't know, Brawler, and they merge the servers and there just so happened to be another character with the name Brawler on a different server, you guys are going to have to fight for your name, basically. But you won't have to physically fight because it will be going to the most the longest playtime for each character. So if you have a brawler named Brawler and you've played on it since the console started and you have the most play hours on it, you're going to keep that name. If not, then the other player will obviously have priority and take that name. So you want to make sure you come up with a backup additional character name. So the favorite names that you have, they might have already been taken on the new server. So you want to make sure that you have any backup names that you might need in case that does happen. So you need to identify characters on any server that you don't need, and then you delete them. In order to make the merge as smooth as possible, you want to remove any important items in gold or any unwanted things that you don't need anymore from characters that you don't want anymore, and delete those. No characters are going to be deleted during the merge. If you have more than your maximum number of slots after the merge, then they will need to be deleted in order for you to be able to play the game. So what that means is, because I can give you an example on this because this actually happened to me. So I had one server with I think about 12 characters and another with about 6 or 7 characters on it because I did a server merge, or I did a server transfer before instead of transferring my characters over one by one, I just made new characters on another server and then started over on another one. So when they merged the servers together, I had probably 3 or 4 characters that I had to delete because we had to, I only had, let's say I had 13 character slots. And when the server merge happened, I had 20 something characters. So I had to delete the number of characters in the slots that I have in order to play the game. So I went to click on a player or a character to play, and they said you can't do this until you delete the number of characters that you have in your server because you have too many. So if you have 16 character slots, you're going to need to make sure you delete your 20 characters down to 16, and then you can start the game. So any character that you don't play anymore, or that you don't want, one that it's just kind of been on the back burner that you haven't really paid much attention to, just delete them. And you can always either get another character slot and make them again later, or, you know, if you really wanted to, you could just make them the same exact character after you're able to play again and you get your character slot. I'm basically repeating myself. Either way, so you need to confirm any guild you're in that has more than 2 members. So if a guild drops below 2 members for any reason, such as characters being removed during the merge, the guild will disband and cannot be recovered. So if you have a guild, then you want to make sure it has at least 2 characters in it during the merge or after the merge, or it will be gone. And then you want to retrieve any items listed on the trade broker. So the trade broker items will be preserved when they merge the servers, but the economies of the 2 servers will also merge. So they highly recommend that you remove your items you have in the broker before the merge, as the price difference on the items will be very different whenever they merge the servers together. So that's what they mainly wanted to focus on here, is that they're going to have the server merges go on the 20th, so you want to be ready. But they also have some events going on as well that I wanted to mention. So starting on Tuesday, May the 14th, you can earn bonus gold rewards after completing Vanguard requests. And then Friday, May 17th until Monday the 20th, you're going to earn additional rewards for completing these instance dungeons, the Messalarius Catacombs, Ravenous Gorge, Calvin's Dreadnought, Thalmeta Refinery Hard Mode, and Ruinous Manor Hard Mode. So that is what's going on in TERA for the console this week. So we can, I guess, go ahead and look at those. They have the server merges page up here already. So they're going to improve the player experience by making it easier for players to find friends and groups and run through dungeons. So they're going to merge the servers together, of course. And they put some answers together for any questions that you may have. So we've already talked about a couple of these. They are starting it on the 20th, and you won't be able to access servers. Pretty much expect, I think, the whole day for you not to be able to expect to be on servers, because it will take a while for this to happen. So by default, like we talked about, a character on one or more server will have the highest number of character slots on the new server. So if you have 4 characters on one server and 2 on the other server, you'll have 4 on the new server, not 6. So if I did explain that as you having more, then I was wrong. It will be the one that you have the most character slots on. We did talk about the week before, so you need to log in, and they're going to give you 6 free character slots to log in and use. But you need to add those to the server where you have the most characters. That way they won't be deleted. And there goes the kitty cat crying at the door like always. No character is going to be automatically deleted. We talked about that. And you don't have to do anything. They're going to do everything for you. I don't think we should have to read through all of this, to be honest. You can read through it if you'd like, but I did basically talk about the main things. They go on talking about the guilds. Guilds that share the same name. with another guild on the server will receive a tag designated by the name change. Okay, sure. So if you have guilds with the same name, if that should ever happen, then they'll obviously fix that. Yeah, all the friends lists are gonna stay the same. I don't know what the heck that was. Should probably look at that. Broker items we talked about. Mail is going to be preserved. Banks are going to be moved to a temporary bank. So if you have more than you have in your bank right now, you'll have a temporary time to get that out and get your bank the same way that you had it before. So you won't technically get any other... Oh, well, now I know what happened. She just got let into my room, so that's what that noise was. But yeah, if you have multiple banks, they're going to give you a temporary bank. That way you can use the temporary bank to get your bank down to where it needs to be. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to put anything in this temporary bank, but it will be there for you to use if you need to get to your bank size that you originally have right now. Items in the item plane will also not be affected. So that's pretty much it for the server merge. I just wanted to talk about that because I felt like it was pretty important. And it's coming to console on the 20th, so definitely look out for that. But that's going to be it for this little update. And I will see you guys in the next one or whatever is next.